Good morning and welcome inside the Duke Sports Shop Studios, downtown Newberry. It is Wednesday, time now to take a look at your latest local news from around the region with your Newberry News Update here on M123 FM. As always, your Wednesday morning news report brought to you by the Newberry News. Check out this week's front page headlines. School back in session this week at Tahquamenon Area Schools after a shooting threat shut things down last week. Get the full story in this week's edition of the Newberry News. Other cover stories this week include a shooter training exercise coming up in Newberry this weekend, a new Christmas light contest being sponsored by the Newberry Area Chamber of Commerce, the LMAS District Health Department moving to a new case investigation system, and local resident Mary Nutkins is being honored for her work with local blood drive. Those stories and more available in this week's edition of the Newberry News. Available now. In your local news this morning, Tahquamenon Area Schools has announced that they are concluding their investigation into last week's school threat. TAS, along with the Lewis County Sheriff's Department, have concluded that the threat made last week was done as a prank. They say the 13-year-old student who has been identified wrote the concerning words on a bathroom stall and has not been attending school since the incident took place. The district is going to follow board policies in relation to student discipline and is taking the occurrence very seriously. TAS is also thanking staff, parents, and students who came forward with information that assisted the district and law enforcement with the investigation. Oswald's Bear Ranch has been ruled to pay a fine following a lawsuit from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. In court documents provided by PETA to WJMN Channel 3 in Marquette, a complaint alleges that the owners of Oswald's Bear Ranch violated the Animal Welfare Act by failing to provide structurally sound housing and sufficient nutritional food for the bears at its facility. And the complaint that the USDA filed came from a tip from PETA suggesting that the owners had misrepresented the circumstances surrounding a power outage in April of 2019 where two bears escaped the facility. Those court documents also state that an outage resulting from a snowstorm in April of 2019 allowed bears to escape the facility. One was recovered the same day while the other was fatally shot by law enforcement a few days later after being found on the property of a nearby neighbor. The complaint accuses owner Dean Oswald of telling officials with the administrator of the Animal and Plant Health Inspection Services that the power outage lasted the full time span when the second bear was discovered and killed. Oswald's Bear Ranch is agreeing to pay the $2,400 penalty, but responded by pointing out that the USDA inspection from August of this year found the ranch to be in compliance with all regulations. The ranch put out a statement saying, quote, Oswald's Bear Ranch has agreed to, quote, no wrongdoing in a complaint filed by the USDA in which the post-storm escape of Sophie Bear and subsequent euthanasia of the local law enforcement officer. The incident, which occurred in 2019, was originally investigated by the USDA inspector, and the loss of electricity due to the high windstorm was determined to be an isolated incident. The statement continues to say that Oswald's Bear Ranch has agreed to pay a civil fine. Owners Dean and Jewel Oswald are looking forward to providing the best of conservation care for their collection of black bears as part of the largest black bear sanctuary in the world. Recently, several complaints have been filed by animal rights corporations and groups in reference to alleged violations of the Animal Welfare Act. All of those concerns have been dropped by the USDA after review, and Oswald's Bear Ranch has received a 100% rating with no non-compliant issues. The Michigan Department of Corrections is hosting an open house at its Kinross Correctional Facility in the Eastern UP. That'll take place today from 3 until 6 p.m. at the Northern Region Training Center in Kincheloe. The Michigan Department of Corrections is currently hiring officers statewide with openings all across the Upper Peninsula, including right here in the EUP. Employees can get paid while they train, and positions offer competitive pay and state benefits. You can apply on site at the event in Kincheloe today. They're also offering on-the-spot interviews and physical fitness testing. If you want more information, you can go online to michigan.gov/MDOC jobs. Schoolcraft Memorial Hospital and the Schoolcraft County Courthouse are hosting COVID PCR testing. You can pull into parking spots with testing signage in front of the DHS entry, Schoolcraft County Courthouse. They'll do that today from noon until 4 and Monday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can stay in your vehicle, and the Michigan National Guard will come to your vehicle for the testing. Any questions, call 906-341-6951 or go to lmasdhd.org. That is a look at your latest local news this morning. It's your Newberry News Update here on M123 FM. Don't forget, it's Wednesday. Pick up your copy of the latest edition of the Newberry News, available now. Time now to check in with sports this morning and boys high school basketball action last night. It was the Cedarville Detour Islanders knocking off Newberry 57-31. Indians fell behind big time early, and the Islanders kept control of the contest. Cedarville goes to 1-1 on the season. Newberry is 0-1 on the year. They'll take on Rudyard later this week. Girls basketball action last night. The Engadine Lady Eagles now 3-1 after beating Manistee 54-29. High school girls basketball tonight in the EUP. The Cedarville Detour Islanders will be in Newberry to take on the Lady Indians. 5:45 for the JV contest. 7:15 for the varsity. Live video of the coverage can be seen on the M123 FM and EUP Sports Network Facebook pages, as well as the Cedarville Detour Islanders Athletics. NBA history made last night. Golden State Warriors guard Stephen Curry became the all-time leader in three-point shots. The Warriors all-star and former MVP passed Hall of Famer Ray Allen by knocking down the 2,974th three-point shot of his career. Curry was honored in a brief moment in an intermission during the contest. Reggie Miller and Ray Allen presented Curry with a special Warriors jersey to commemorate the event. Curry has revolutionized the NBA with the three-point shooting that he's had in his NBA career. Red Wings beat the Islanders 2-1 at Little Caesars Arena last night. Goals coming in the second period from Dylan Larkin on the power play, his 11th of the season. Michael Rasmussen added his third of the year. Red Wings hang on for the victory. They are 14-12-3 on the season. Your latest local weather forecast for the day today. Rain in the forecast, patchy fog as well. Otherwise cloudy, a high in the mid-40s. South winds 10 to 15, gusting as high as 20. Thursday, rain and snow mix, mostly cloudy. Temperatures in the upper 30s. Southwest winds 20 to 25. Gusts could be as high as 55 miles per hour. Friday, we wrap up the week mostly cloudy, a high in the upper 20s. I'm Dan Hardenbrook. This is your latest Newberry News Update on M123 FM.